In the world of mixed martial arts, there's one thing every fighter hates: weight cutting.
Cutting 35 is fucking hard. You feel like you're dying. Your heart is pounding. You're laying in bed.
Well, you kind of are dying.
You 100% are dying.
As fighters strive to fit into their designated weight classes, they embark on a journey that sometimes even makes them cry. You know, that's one extra way to get water out of your system. Join me as we explore 5 of the UFC's most perilous weight-cutting tales. We start with the Great Khabib versus Tony debacle.
Hours away. Whoa, and Tony Ferguson legitimately scared me right there.
It was the showdown everyone had been waiting for. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson, 2 titans of the lightweight division set to clash in a battle for the ages. This fight has been scheduled 5 times, and something always happened.
It was booked in 2015, 2016, 2017.
This was the final straw, one last chance before forever canceling this matchup.
I said that I was going to beat every single person in this division.
We have very big history. We have to know who's the best lightweight in the world.
But fate had other plans, as it often does in the world of MMA. As the hours ticked down to fight night, the tension in the air was palpable. Fans eagerly awaited the weigh-ins, hoping to catch a glimpse of the warriors who would soon grace the octagon. But something happened.
You went through a grueling camp, you got here today, you made weight, and then you found out that the fight was off, that Khabib Nurmagomedov had to go to the hospital.
Khabib disappeared. Rumors swirled like a tornado in a tea shop. Had he been abducted by aliens, fallen into a black hole? Then the truth had finally come out.
People look like they're like somebody died or something, and they were like, Tony, Khabib is sick. He went to the hospital. I can't even say like how I felt. It was kind of. This is still kind of a hard pill to swallow.
5'11" inches tall. Both landed on the championship number, 155 pounds.
Second catastrophe is Barao's weight dilemma. When it was announced that he would defend his title against the up-and-coming TJ Dillashaw, fans licked their lips in anticipation of a clash for the ages. But little did they know, they were about to witness a tale of weight cutting. As the fateful day dawned, as he sweated and starved his way towards the scale, disaster struck.
138.
Let's see what Dana White has to say about it.
He didn't make weight. There's no other excuse. There's no other anything. And he trained for 6 weeks. He trained for 8 weeks, whatever it was, traveled here to do the fight. And he's not getting paid a penny.
Since Dana ain't paying him
a penny,
he soon went broke and needed to find a way to pay for all the noodles he was eating. So, 1 year later, new fight between Barao and Dillashaw got scheduled. But unfortunately, Dillashaw knocked him out in the 4th round.
To the face of Barao. Looking for the finish. Barao on his back. TJ Dillashaw on the new.
This is a true sad story. If you ask me, he lost because he ate too much noodles before the fight. Number 3 is Johnny Hendricks. Johnny Hendricks, the man, the myth, the legend. When it was announced that he would face off against Tyron Woodley, fans rubbed their hands together in gleeful anticipation that we get to finally dethrone that stupid Woodley dude. Yeah, nobody liked Woodley.
Woodley's win tonight certainly didn't necessarily entertain the crowd quite as much.
Listen, when you break a record for the least punches ever thrown in a 5-round fight, in a title fight, I mean, I think that sums it up.
Many years ago, Hendricks had already beaten Woodley in a wrestling match. But nobody watches pure wrestling, so it doesn't count. As the days turned into hours, and the hours into minutes, Hendricks embarked on a Herculean quest to shed the pounds and make weight for the biggest fight of his life. Unfortunately, he didn't make the weight. And so we were forced to listen to Snoozy Woodley.
To not be able to go and knock off this guy that's the number 1 guy was kind of a bittersweet moment. So he is a big guy, struggling to make weight. But with that said, he's never scared to fight anyone. I can't honestly say here with a straight face and say he's scared. He's ran away from fighting me.
But one thing he did make was a song about not making weight.
I can't make the weight when I fight you, 'cause I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm hungry. Oh.
We are still waiting for Woodley's diss track on Hendricks.
That's an understatement. Your boy going ham just to get the bacon.
Number 4, Uriah Hall. Uriah Hall, one of many fighters that has had near-death experience cutting weight for the fight. He had a terrible accident just 2 weeks before his fight. So, let's hear what happened.
2 weeks or a week and a half prior to the fight with Vitor, my coach Robert Follis took his life, and that really affected me. And on top of that, I had some issue with a really, really close friend.
Even though he had private problems, he decided not to quit. He was ready to do anything in his power to cut the weight down to 185, and the motherfucker did it. But at the day of the weigh-in, something happened.
I made weight, and I remember just feeling, all right, let me just make it downstairs on the scale. I was walking to the elevator, boom, just like that, I collapsed. I was in and out of it. I woke up, people were over me. I passed back up, I woke up, I was in the elevator. I was holding on to my best friend. Apparently I bit him. I passed out, I woke up, I was on the floor, and then people were over me. He was pressing down.
Less than 24 hours later, he kicked the shit out of his opponent. Unbelievable. He indeed deserves a golden medal. Number 5 is Cris Cyborg. This UFC fighter had to cut 30 pounds in 1 week. And she has to do it before every fight, from 170 pounds down to 130 pounds. You can hear testosterone coming out of her mouth. After successfully cutting weight, she did the stupidest thing in the world. She got in a fight with Dana White after she released a fake video of Dana White insulting her and is now kicked out of the UFC.
Her lying on the video about what I said. Her production team lying about what I said on the video. What she did was dirty. Dirty what she did with the video and all this other stuff. And then meanwhile, she's running around saying she better get an apology from me. Yeah. I got an apology from her. She's unhappy, we're unhappy. She lies and does that thing. See you later. Have a nice life.
All of that brutal weight cutting went to toilet real fast. That was the last one. Now, if you like the content that you just saw, be ready, because every week I am posting new videos. So click like and subscribe and become a part of the best UFC community in the whole wide world. See you soon.